Hi, it's Tom Shippers here again, and this is the third installment in the revenue-based SEO series. And if you haven't seen the first two videos, you need to go and take a look at those. I've been getting some feedback, positive comments, and it sounds like this is helping some of the e-commerce stores out there. I'm glad to hear that. There's more to come, so subscribe if you haven't already. Also, in this particular video, I'm challenging e-commerce stores to conquer your fear of SEO and bring your store to its glory day. So thanks for all the feedback. Keep it coming.
Okay. Conquer your fear of SEO and bring your store to its glory day. When I was discussing SEO with one e-commerce store owner, she brought up a great problem. She said, if I pay X dollars a month to a company, it will take Y orders to cover expenses and employee costs, so I have to be able to get around Z orders a month for all this to make sense. Of course, she wasn't saying XYZ, she was telling me numbers. So I said, I'm glad you've worked out the numbers. You're speaking my language now, KPIs. That tells me that your average cost per order may be around $100, but that's probably not your break-even number. That would be good to know. So your to make sense number is Z orders per month. That's a short-term goal. Maybe your long-term goal is to get to X dollars per month or a certain number of dollars per month in revenue so you can, beat out a competitor, help a lot more people, hire more employees, retire. Hers was to retire. John Whitwer of Vertex 42 explains and illustrates the break-even point with this chart. The break-even point is the intersection between total revenue and total cost when plotted with the number of units or products sold on the x-axis. The profit or loss is also shown on the chart as total revenue minus total cost. I'll put the link to this resource below the video so you can calculate the break-even point for your e-commerce store. Consider this. Incremental improvements across 5 areas of your business can make a big difference in revenue. Average revenue per visit, conversion rate, average order value, checkout completion rate, and average cost per order. When the first 4 together increase at a higher rate than the average cost per order, you are growing and on your way to more profits. Let me show you a quick and easy way to figure out where you're at now and how revenue-based SEO can get you where you want to be. Now, this is an e-commerce ROI calculator that I've designed and used, and let's just start you off with 3,000 in traffic on a monthly basis. And let's just say that your conversion rate is 1%. Now, that's probably below average for most, but for high ticket items it's probably about right. Your average number of sales per customer. Now, that is, most people probably are not going to come back and buy more than once during a year, but some will. Let's just say 1.1 is about the right ratio. Now, your average order value, let's put at $100, and that gives you $3,300 in revenue. Now, let's just say your costs, fixed plus variable, are at $4,000 and per month, and so you can see that you're in the hole by about $700. So let's go up and let's just make an increase. Let's just say you're doing basic SEO and AdWords perhaps, and you're getting an increase of 10% of your traffic. That's going to improve you're not quite at break even yet, but now let's say that you're able to also increase these other KPIs by doing some things that are very easy to do. and give you a 10% increase in conversion rate. Let's say you're able to get more people to come back and buy a little more frequently and during the year, as well as your average order, you increase prices a little bit. And let's just say that you've increased your costs go up a little as well. Well, just with 10% across the board with just these 4 KPIs, now you are actually above break even and profitable. But when you're doing revenue-based SEO and you're focused on things, you're watching how people use your site, especially when it comes to the shopping cart and in adding products to cart, this 10% is going to go up. And plus, with revenue-based SEO, you're going to be focused on the high converting keywords, the keywords that are bringing in revenue. So let's just put this at 33% as a new conversion rate. That's only 1.3% conversion rate, but look at how much that impacts your bottom line here, your profit. Now, with revenue-based SEO, I'm going to put this at 25% within 90 days because that's pretty typical. And now I've seen it go up by 100% in 90 days. But with revenue-based SEO, again, you're focused on people who are in buy mode. They're in purchase mode. And over time, as you implement revenue-based SEO, this traffic number is going to go up higher and higher and higher until you're doing quite well within 9 months. I want you to take a moment to imagine what would be different in your life and business if you knew exactly how to take your e-commerce store from break-even to profitability. What possibilities would open up for you if you knew that the time and money you spent on marketing brought profit? How would you be different if your competitors were forced to respect you from a Google organic perspective? Now imagine yourself doing the things I've mentioned in the last 2 videos, like identify your revenue keywords in landing pages, identify your top opportunity keywords in landing pages, track key performance indicators, and allow the KPIs to guide you to the specific tasks that drive revenue. Can you see yourself doing this? In your mind's eye, it looks pretty simple, right? We all know reality is a little more complicated than our imaginations, but I know this will change your business, and I want to see you succeed. That's why I'm going to help you learn to implement revenue-based SEO for your own e-commerce store. There are so many distractions and noise out there regarding SEO. You can certainly do this yourself. What you need is a way that fits your particular business and is repeatable. Revenue-based SEO was created specifically for e-commerce stores, and the KPIs are designed to keep you focused on the tasks that bring in revenue, rather than getting distracted by things that don't. When I start explaining revenue-based SEO, there are 2 types of people who respond: those who want to do it themselves and those who need help. If you're the do-it-yourself type, I've got something for you. If you're the I need some help type, I've got something for you too, even if you need just a little help to get things up and running. In the next day or 2, I'm going to show you the fastest and easiest way to get revenue-based SEO up and running for your e-commerce store.